All right, well, here's everything I got for my show on the 4th. It's vastly different than what I was trying to get. I had this whole plan of everything I was going to get, a whole bunch of 200 gram repeaters that I was going to wire up like I usually do to do a nice little show. And I got there 11 o'clock at night, mind you, a couple of days ago. And there was a line. I had to wait in about a half an hour. I figured if I went at night, there would be less people, especially. Well, I guess it was Friday night, but I knew I wanted to get in there real quick before I got any closer to the 4th, but also because on my catalog it said buy one get two free mix and match. So that's the deal I was trying to score, and that's what I had planned for. Well, when I got in there, I couldn't even find half of what was on my list. Like, half of the shelves were bare, and they only had like, I don't know, maybe a dozen 200 grams to choose from compared to normally about 50 or so. And like, none of the ones they had were any that I wanted, of course, except for like one or two. So I had to do a different approach. So what I ended up doing was getting these assortments here. And they come with a bunch of 200 gram repeaters. Some of which I wanted, like the Emerald City there and the Red, White, and Boom. Collectopia, a bunch that weren't on my list, but without having a bunch of the same 200 grams, this is really the only way I could do it, because they were like sold out of everything. They had plenty of mortars, but they only had like a third of the selection of their 500 grams as normal, and probably only a quarter of the selection of normal of the 200 grams. So this is what I did. Now in these bags are some 200 grams I got. There's only a variety of about 3, so I got a bunch of those. I'm going to put one of each in the main show, but those are mostly just for the grand finale. I'm going to wire up at the end, and then I'm going to wire all these up. There's a few smalls in here, but they're mostly, big stuff. This was actually on my list, a fountain, so I got one of the fountains I wanted this way. A couple little mortars to mess off with. Whatever these are, I think those are little smaller fountains. That's a fountain. There's a bunch of repeaters, larger mortars to mess with. Another mortar kit. I got Hasta La Vista twice, but I'm just going to do a side video of that. If you've been watching any other videos, you've seen what I've been doing, where I'm just like showing one piece at a time. So any duplicates I have, that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, these were $2.79 a piece, normal price, and since I'm Premier, I only pay 50%. So like I said, originally I went in intending to do buy one get two free mix and match. So basically that means everything's 66% off roughly. And the assortments, see, that was on everything besides assortments. Assortments were only buy one get one free, which is basically 50% off. So it's the same as Premier member, which is what I would get any normal day anyways. But it actually didn't turn out too bad, because I got all of this for $6.75 including tax, because I only paid $140 a piece for each one of these, because I pay 50% like I said, and then I threw in those 200 grams, which did apply to the buy one get two free. There's like 3 or 4 in each bag. So all in all, I came in at $6.75 with tax. So I got a lot of stuff for that price. I was planning on spending about $700, and I didn't think I was going to get near this much, so I think it actually worked out a little better this way. Oh yeah, and then Niagara Falls up there just for some smalls to mess around with, in twilight as it's getting dark, before we start shooting the real stuff off, which, that only cost me $35 because I get it for half price. So, but yeah, that's what I got for the 4th. Should be fun, so tune in on the 4th. Usually every night after I shoot them off, when I do a show on the 4th and on the New Year's, I go straight in after that and start editing and try to get us up as soon as possible, but it does take a few hours. So yeah, that's what we're going to be messing with here in a couple of days. Hopefully it'll be a good show.